What happens when fear becomes an everyday reality? When the simple act of going to work becomes a gamble? This is a question that many undocumented immigrants in the United States grapple with daily. The recent crackdown on undocumented immigrants under the Trump administration has instilled a pervasive fear among workers, particularly in essential industries such as healthcare and construction. Businesses are losing employees due to stringent immigration policies, and this could potentially lead to labor shortages and significant economic consequences. There are legal challenges to the Trump administration's actions. Critics argue that an aggressive stance on immigration could slow economic growth by deterring immigrants from joining the workforce. Industries that rely heavily on immigrant labor are already feeling the impact. Concerns about inflation and workforce shortages loom large, fueling calls for immigration reform and visa programs for workers. However, immediate changes are not expected. A study conducted by the Kaiser Family Foundation revealed the profound effects of this climate of fear on Hispanic adults who are likely undocumented or living with an undocumented family member. Participants expressed concerns about the economy, financial struggles, discrimination, and feeling unwelcome in the U.S. due to policy changes and shifting attitudes towards immigrants. The challenges they face are not only financial, they also grapple with increased levels of racism, harassment, and feeling threatened and unwelcome in their own communities. Meanwhile, on the front lines of this issue, stories of fear and solidarity are emerging from Latino communities in response to immigration and customs enforcement, or ICE raids. Street vendor Edward Carrillo shares his family's immigrant experience and concerns for undocumented friends in Sacramento. Local advocates express worries about ICE raids in their communities and emphasize the need for accurate information and support for detained immigrants. The fear is so pervasive that organizations like NorCal Resist have seen a surge in calls regarding potential ICE activity. Advocates face challenges in tracking detainees and providing support due to lack of communication with ICE. Javier Hernandez from the Inland Coalition for Immigrant Justice discusses the impact of ICE raids in Los Angeles on the Inland Empire region. In summary, the fear that undocumented immigrants face in the United States is having a significant impact on essential industries and the economy. It's also creating a climate of fear, discrimination, and uncertainty among immigrant communities. The need for immigration reform and support for detained immigrants is clear, but the path to achieving these changes is fraught with challenges. Despite this, stories of resilience and solidarity continue to emerge, underscoring the human aspect of this complex issue.